John from Back Home, Episode 2, Normandie.
Sunday, May 10th, 11:30 a.m.
You know, I just realized I haven't told you yet how proud of you I am. I mean, I know that sounds weird or whatever, but I am. You're like my most successful creative friend. I mean, you're my only successful creative friend, but still, it's impressive. I mean, I do brag about you like to everyone I know. Everyone I work with, I always tell people you grew up here, went to high school at Clear Lake, and all that shit, man. And I always try to make sure to see your name in the credits of whatever you work on. You know how they fucking try to skip the credits sometimes? I always hit that little button to keep them from skipping, because fuck that, man. I want to see my friend's name on TV. It's fucking awesome. I mean, you're really doing it, man. You went out there with a dream, and you're doing it. I mean, okay. I have noticed that in the credits above your name, it still says assistant writer, which is kind of weird. I keep thinking you're going to get promoted every time you write for a show, but, I mean, whatever. I mean, these things probably take time, right? Probably politics or shit involved. What do I know? I mean, don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Whatever. The point is, I'm really proud of you.
Sunday, May 10th, 11:52 a.m.
Your whole life is so Hollywood, dude. It rules. I don't know if you know this, but you're my favorite social media follow. I just love all the places you get to hang out, and the parties you get to go to, and all the cool fucking people you get to hang out with. Living the dream, man. That's what's up, dude. You're not rotting away in some piece of shit town. Nah, you're out there in the sun, and palm trees, hot girls, movie premieres. Fuck. Must be so fucking sick, dude. Sometimes I do check out the places you geotag, look them up in Google and just kind of poke around. I like to do the street view thing. It's kind of cool. Just kind of cruise down the street and imagine I'm you walking around town, going to your next big meeting, or whatever it is. Coffee in one hand, script in the other, and look at all the street signs that I've only heard about in movies, like Beverly Boulevard, Melrose Avenue, Sunset Vine. I mean, you're probably sick of all of it by now, but trust me, man. From the outside, it looks really fucking cool.
Sunday, May 10th, 12:03 p.m.
Alright, so don't take this the wrong way or anything, but one time you posted this picture in front of your apartment with your girlfriend, Erin, right? Anyway, I could make out the numbers on the doors, so I mean, it didn't take much looking around to figure out what street you're on. It's just social media, man. It's fucking crazy. We all just giving them all this information about ourselves, and it's anybody can see that shit. And there are some fucking messed up people out there. I'm sure in LA there are some fucking messed up motherfuckers. Probably just waiting for you to go on vacation or something. As soon as you post about it, they're gonna come in and break in and steal all your shit. Anyway, so I looked up your apartment building, and I looked up their website, and sometimes I check the new listings, because how fucking cool would that be? If we were neighbors, I could hook up my 64, and whenever you get off of work, you could just come over, and we could get high and play Turok. Just like we did in high school, man. I mean, how fucking awesome would that be? I mean, I have seen the ads, and so I know how much you fucking pay for apartments out there, and it's nuts, dude. It's fucking crazy. I mean, it's not like I can even afford it, so, I couldn't even afford to get out there in the first place. But still, I do think about it. A lot.
Sunday, May 10th, 12:12 p.m.
But those ads, man. Even the ads sound fucking glamorous. Pre-ward charm, original fixtures, third floor walk-up with roof access. Man, I bet you feel like I don't know. I don't know any screenwriters' names. But I bet you feel like one of those old guys. Yeah, I can picture you sitting on the top of the roof with a typewriter and a cigarette, Imagine you've been up all night and you're like putting the finishing touches on your latest masterpiece right as the sun comes up. You just hit that last key and just watch it as it illuminates the palm trees. That must be so rad.
Sunday, May 10th, 12:17 p.m.
I googled your address, and I guess the name for that neighborhood is East Hollywood. I mean, that sounds awesome. Probably like way cooler than Hollywood, right? I bet Hollywood's where all the posers live, but East Hollywood is probably like full of all the cool writers and all the actors who are just getting their big starts. I bet you hang out like at all these fucking cool coffee shops and pass scripts around or whatever you guys do. I mean, you always had such good taste. East Hollywood, man. That's the shit.
Sunday, May 10th, 12:24 p.m.
Dude, I love the bars you go to. They always look so classy. There's one place I've noticed you tag yourself in a lot, the Normandie. That place is so cool, man. Like big leather booths, candles on the table, bartenders wearing vests. I mean, nothing like the dives we have here. I mean, I bet you the Normandie doesn't smell like piss. I mean, I bet you can go to that bar like that and read a book. Eat a charcuterie plate. Classy as fuck. And you know, I did see that you took your girlfriend Erin there for her birthday with a bunch of friends. Looked like you guys were having like a really good time. I mean, you tagged some other people there, so I saw their pictures too. You guys just look so great, man. Like Erin was wearing that pink bob wig and that sparkly dress. She looked like all 19s, 20s, so cute. I mean, what do they call that? A flapper? And you had a goddamn tie on, classy motherfucker. You guys really did it up, man. Like, you guys shut the place down. I saw this video on one of your friends' pages of all you guys outside at the end of the night, like in some alley, and someone had a bottle, like you guys were keeping the party going. I mean, so fucking sick. You know, you and me would have a good time together, dude. I can imagine the two of us doing it up at a place like that. Meeting up after work, having a few drinks, just going off. Closing that shit down. Drinking in the alley after the bar closed, and heading back home for some Turok on 64. I mean, it always comes back to Turok, man, I'm telling you.
Sunday, May 10th, 12:28 p.m.
Although, okay, there was one video I noticed. Just kind of stuck out from the rest. You guys are all out in an alley, and someone, I think it's one of Erin's friends, was taking this video of some of the girls trying to do a dance or something. I think like an old music video dance from the 90s. I don't remember which one. Anyway, you can see you and Erin in the background, a ways down the alley. And you're talking, but it looks like, a little heated. Like, she's got her arms crossed in front of her chest, and you're making these kind of jerky movements. You can't really make out what you guys are saying, but you can tell the vibe is just bad. And I hope this doesn't sound too creepy, like I'm stalking you or anything, but I notice this stuff and I can't help it. And I'm always like people watching, and my brain just can't help but put these pieces together, so I just try to kind of make sense of what they're going through. Anyway, in the video, you take your jacket off and you try to put it around her shoulders, but she shrugs it off and turns away, which seems like it causes another argument. And then there's another video from like the same person. It's more funny dancing and singing, and in the background it looks like Erin is laying on the ground with her legs straight up in the air. You know, that pink wig is next to her, and it looks like you're trying to like help her up or grab her arm or pull her up or whatever, and she's just resisting like a dead weight. And you try a few times and then just give up. The video ends, but right before it does, you kind of turn and start to walk down the alley and away from her and the rest of her friends. And then there are like more videos and pictures from that night, but you're not in any of them. Erin eventually gets up and goes back to her friends, but she's really trash, like barely can keep her eyes open, and you're just gone.
Sunday, May 10th, 12:35 p.m.
I noticed after that night that Aaron wasn't in any of your pictures or stories. And then you deleted all of the old pictures of you two together from your Instagram grid. And I haven't really seen any pictures of you back at the Normandie since then. I mean, looks like you're going to some new place now, kind of a speakeasy. Looks kind of cool, but I don't know. I just miss seeing you at the Normandie. That place was perfect, man. Classy, but not too douchey. Like, just the right balance. I mean, I'm not saying like the places you go now are douchey. It's just, I mean, sometimes some of the people look kind of douchey. I mean, I don't know. They're just definitely not the kind of places you could read a book at the bar, you know? It's more like places you could do coke in the bathroom. And hey, man, no judgment. You do you. That's cool. But all I'm saying is it's just, you don't look as happy as you did at the Normandie. Sometimes you post these photos of you at these bars, and I kind of wonder why you want people to see a picture of you looking like that. I don't know. Maybe you want people to see that you're unhappy? I get that. I mean, maybe you're hoping someone will see these pictures and reach out to you. And listen, man, no pressure or anything, but like, I could be that person. I'm a really good listener, and like, I think maybe we're more alike than you realize. I mean, I know our lives are different now, but you know, we come from the same place, and we've been through a lot of the same shit. I don't know. Ignore me, I guess. I just want you to be happy, man. That's all.
Sunday, May 10th, 2:22 p.m.
Dude, I just checked Erin's Instagram for the first time in a while, and fuck, man, I'm sorry. I mean, well, I assume you know, but it looks like she has a new fucking boyfriend, man, and that fucking sucks, dude. I mean, he sucks. Look at this dipshit. He has a neck tattoo, dude. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to be? Is he supposed to be like a badass or like a poet? Like, pick one. Like, pick fucking one. I mean, come on. And his Instagram says he's like a sous chef. Like, what the fuck is a sous chef? Like, I can't even fucking say that. Like, God, like, what the fuck? There must be so many fucking douchebags like this in LA, man, right? I mean, I bet this guy doesn't even live in fucking East Hollywood. He probably lives in some one of these bullshit neighborhoods. Like, fuck. Fuck, man, I'm sorry. Stop talking about him. It's not cool. I'm just pissed for you, man. Like, you know, fuck that. Fuck Erin. I'm gonna block her, you know? I'm gonna fucking block her. She doesn't follow me, but still, I'm gonna fucking block her. I got your back. But it is interesting. I mean, it does look like she's never deleted any of the photos she has of you guys, man. Like, what's that about? I don't know. Maybe you still got a shot.
Sunday, May 10th, 4:08 p.m.
Hey, man, here's something kind of weird. I was just thinking about all those assistant writer credits and wondering if maybe I just got it wrong and you did move up to regular writer. So I looked up your credits online and, well, it's just weird. I definitely remember them saying assistant writer, but now I'm looking and they actually say writer's assistant. And I mean, I still don't know what the difference would be exactly, but it just sounds worse somehow. I don't know. Anyway, it's just weird that I'm just catching this now, right?
John from Back Home is written and produced by Scott McCarrey, with Sam Gooley as John. Our artwork is by Alex Crawford. Music in this episode was by Daniel Birch, Bleak House, and Blear Moon, and all of it can be found at freemusicarchive.org. For a full soundtrack list, as well as episode transcripts and more, visit johnfrombackhome.com. You can also find the show on Twitter at BackHomePodcast. Next week, Episode 3, John's House.